Welcome everyone to our YouTube channel. Today we have with us Mr. Keshav Kumar. Mr. Keshav Kumar was an alumni of 2013 to 16 batch. He completed his masters in applied operational research from Delhi University, and currently he is a senior machine learning engineer at ZS Associates in Bangalore. So in this video we are going to discuss about that what exactly operational research is and what are the opportunities in this field after MSc. So, Keshav bhaiya, my first question to you is that I want you to elaborate a little about that what exactly operational research is and how you get to know about operational research and how it became your aim to clear this exam.
Okay, so again, I'd like to thank you for inviting me here, and it's a great initiative. I'd like to say, and kudos to you guys for doing, and it will surely help all the students. The interviews that you guys are taking, right? This will surely help students to prepare for the exams. So about operation search, right? So operation search is it's a part of mathematical sciences. Okay, it's about advanced analysis techniques that we use for decision making. Also, sometimes it refers to as management sciences. Okay, like to simplify it for you guys, right? Our MBA people take decision based on science called operational research. Okay. Now, how I got to know about operation research, I got to know about that in the later half of my second year while I was in Ramanji College, right? And at that time, I started preparing for my competitive exams, and for other universities as well. At that time, I got to know about it mostly because of Rahul sir. He was the one who conversations, and he made it clear, okay, what kind of options we had, and I was more inclined towards a corporate or toward computer science. So I found that okay, operational research is very intriguing for me, so I wanted to pursue it.
Okay, thank you so much, Bhaiya. So, Bhaiya, what is the eligibility criteria for this, and who can pursue MSc in operational research? Like any undergraduate, only the mathematics one.
So the eligibility criteria is that you need to have a 3 years undergrad either in mathematics, statistics, or operation research itself from some foreign university or the university that offer that course at bachelor level. And computer science, you can have a bachelor's degree in computer science, BSc computer science, that is also eligible. So then, apart from that, I've seen students from BSc Physics also applying there, and they are also eligible for this course.
Okay, so basically the science field students can go for operational research and even computer science can participate in this. Okay, so Bhaiya, my next question is that entrances exams regarding operational research, like there is Delhi University and dual degree program in operational research, and also please tell us that what is its syllabus and how one should prepare for it.
Okay. So various exam, if one person has to do MSc in particularly operations research, right? DU offers operations research. Even we have one of the two department, dedicated department of operation research in Delhi University. Okay. So as you mentioned, right, we have a research course available in IIT Bombay. Okay. And apart from that, we have operation research available in University of Hyderabad. And a non-popular course is there in ISC, Bangalore and Hyderabad. It's a dual place course. Okay? Like 1 year you have to be in campus in Bangalore, or QMS, Quantitative Management Sciences, which is something similar. So yeah, and apart in regards to what will be there for these entrances, right? Like for DU, we have Delhi University entrance test, then IIT JAM for IIT Bombay, and then University of Hyderabad, they conduct separate test. And for QMS, ISI all conducts a separate test. So we can take if we want to pursue that.
Okay, so where what is exactly the syllabus of all these entrances, and is it the same syllabus or entrance?
So yeah, some things might differ from exam, but the core crux of each exam is almost the same. I will like to give you the brief about the DU entrance test because and IIT JAM because these two exams cover 100% entirety of all the other exams that you will take. Okay, so first the syllabus, right? Covers topic from algebra and algebra, calculus, real analysis, and we have statistics and operation research itself, some basics on operation research, and then some computer science is also there. So if you prepare for IIT JAM, let's say then your algebra, calculus, and real analysis, these four subjects get covered from the syllabus. Apart from that, for saying about particularly about DU entrance test, there you will be asked some question from operation research, like some basics. Name right. There is a subject in operation research called inventory management. So it will cover one topic from inventory management, one topic from queuing theory. There is something called queuing, and one topic from reliability. So these three topics you need to break up only one chapter, the basic chapters of these three subjects from operation research. And apart from that, in statistics you have to cover probability theory, the basic. Okay, the set theory, and there is the programming that you might study or 12th standard. Okay, so there's something called flex method that is very important that you need to cover. Okay, so that uh, and yeah, that one topic I forgot is that differential equation for taking that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
this is
pretty
all
much.
about, okay. So this is all about the syllabus. Since started your preparation when you was in second year, means it came to your mind to prepare for this. So I want what is the exact time when an undergraduate student should start for this preparation, and what was your studies strategies for this and your study material for this? Please tell us.
I started preparing, as I mentioned, right at the end of second year. But I started my preparation at the, I'll say, mid of fourth semester. Okay, because we have exam, right, early in January. Okay, like your sixth semester, at the start of your sixth semester. So I gave myself a 1 year time, 1 year look ahead time, to prepare myself. And initially I started preparing for IIT JAM. Okay, and basically what I was preparing for that, why I was preparing for IIT JAM rather than operations, is that it covers most of the syllabus, right? So you can take all other, or you can apply for much more courses if you cover that syllabus. Like I can take maths and computing exam in ISM Dhanbad, and other universities have the same syllabus. So I started preparing with that. For particularly operation research, I started preparing for particularly operation research after I gave my IIT JAM exam. Okay, so in IIT JAM, right, like my rank was not that good in mathematics, but in statistics I got around 200 rank. Um, Basically, my inclination was towards applied mathematics. So I took operation research seriously after that, and I started preparing for that IIT JAM exam like around February, and the exam was in June. So for particularly operation research, I gave myself 3 to 4 months to prepare for this exam.
Okay,
But
since
in
you were
the condition being that my core subject were covered, like algebra, calculus, differential equation.
so after covering the core subject, you gave around 4 to 5 months for this preparation.
Yeah.
So Bhaiya, what were the your how you strategize your preparation that you want to go for this, structurize your preparation like this, and what were the books that you referred during your preparation? Please inform us.
While I started preparing for operations with exam, right? So Rahul sir helped me a lot. Thanks to Rahul sir. He gave me some material and he suggested me some book. So I'll suggest the same books to you. Okay, so you can refer to any test series from IIT JAM for covering your core subject. There is no alternative to those things, right? They cover everything. And apart from that, operation research, as far as operation research is, there is a book from the author Hamdi A. Taha. Okay, it covers from my observation, it covers what comes in the exam, right? That the topic I mentioned, inventory management, queuing system, and reliability. It covers those topics pretty well. So there are like five to six chapters in that book that will cover your entrance syllabus. So I refer to that. Apart from that, for simplex and other linear programming problem related questions, right? To Kanti Swarup. There's a book on operation search from Kanti Swarup, sir. Okay, and for statistics, there is a holy grail. Actually, you can see it everywhere in DU. It's called Gupta and Kapoor. You can refer to that, mathematical statistics from Gupta and Kapoor. And there is a little bit of computer science also involved, not saying very advanced level, just that like what we study in physics as well, logic gates and history of computers. For that, to any generic book for computer science to prepare for that, that covers those topics.
Okay. Means the basic part of computer science like Boolean algebra and all that is covered. There are many subjects in this particular entrance. So how you manage your time for this preparation?
So there was not a particular strategy that I followed. Basically, what I did was I tried to cover my basics from the subjects. So what I saw that is that from the previous year paper, I tried to gather previous year paper, and there was one test series that was from Rahul sir. I religiously followed that test series. Although I was not able to find more than that, like there was only a single test paper and a test series that I had. But from that, right, I got some good cues and ideas, like what type of question will be there in the entrance exam, and how can I prepare around that. Okay, so what I found is that from operation research, this topic from generally, like let's say your inventory management, right? In inventory management, when you will cover the syllabus that is given for the exam, right? There's a topic called economic order quantity. Okay. What I saw in the test paper is that there is a numerical question appear. So first I covered the basic of that topic and I started preparing some numericals around that and some variation, right? Like generally we have in some variation around numericals. So I prepared like that from queuing theory as well. In queuing theory, it's like a advanced application of statistics. Okay, so there was one there's one distribution that is heavily used in queuing theory called Poisson distribution and exponential distribution, around which the questions are formed. So I noticed that pattern and I prepared around those questions for that topic. For reliability, most of the questions were theoretical, so I covered theory for reliability theory. Okay, and similarly, for from the statistics side, I saw that okay, this distribution are very prominent in the exam paper. So I practiced the problems related to those distribution, and the probability questions definitely were there. Set theory were there. So like basically I observed the question paper and then found my strategy for preparing the exam.
Okay, so basically analyzing the previous year and taking proper guidance is very much important in this because it covers a very vast syllabus of different subjects. Okay,
Yeah.
so now I would like to ask that what are the opportunities after MSc in operational research? Like what kind of job you basically do, and what is the scope in this field and in this research field? And what about the higher studies in operational research?
Okay, so uh, there's enormous scope in operation research. So, like just stating that you will be having opportunity in just operation research will be limiting me to tell you something about it because it diversifies enter this field, right? So you can after doing operation research, you can go in depth in statistics, doing statistical research in operation research itself, right? Like management science unsolved that you can take, like traveling salesman problem, and then there are other network flow problems. There's so many optimization problems that are there that you can do research on. Okay, apart from that, like because it's a field very it's a very active field, and there is one option that you can pursue is in machine learning and data science. Okay, and that field itself is very growing at a rate like, it's hard to catch up basically. So once you enter, right, and that's my career as well. So the research in this area is so rapidly growing that what I do today, right, that become null and void the next week, and we have to take the latest research paper and implement that to be active in this area. So it's really booming. So that's one more area where you can find some good career opportunity.
Okay, so this is basically a field in which more you travel, the more you explore, a kind of field.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Really interesting to know this that this field is so diversifying and such an active field, and it demands a lot. Okay, so Bhaiya, I want to ask that does anyone need coaching, special coaching, or one can do just self study for this, or self study is just sufficient for this?
So, to be honest, like for when I joined batch, 2016 to 2018 batch, around 60% people were from a single coaching institute. So they took coaching for that actually. But I didn't took any coaching. I had got guidance from Rahul sir, and one of my friend also helped me. Paras Chen, who was with me. He'll help me get the idea. So, like it depends. If you feel like you want some more focused advice, then I'll say that go for coaching. If you think that okay, you are able to understand the material that is available with you, and you are able to solve the problem, then it's fine. You can prepare with self study as well.
Okay, thank you so much, Bhaiya, for elaborating this thing because many students are really confused that whether they should go for coaching or should more focus more on self-study. So, Bhaiya, for this field, does it require any special kind of resume? Like you need to have some extra curricular activity in your college? Are you having, when you was preparing for this, do you felt the need for all this?
So extracurricular activity, it's generally I think it should be a mandate basically. So it helps your personality to grow, right? And why it's important in case of DU entrance test is that once you clear the entrance exam, right? So there will be an interview conducted by research, okay? And there they will shortlist the top candidates. 20 seats, right? So they have to filter down the students. So around 500 students will be called for the interview. And from that, only 120 will be selected. Why they take that because the Department of Operation Research is very active in the industry. So most of the people that gets placed or do research in premium institutes, right? So they have a reputation to maintain, right? So they want to check your overall personality after the entrance test. Okay, So once you go for the entrance test, right, at that time your extracurricular activity will set you apart. Your communication skill will set you apart. So not they will not just check you on your bachelor's grades that you got. Okay, actually, there's also another point. That's another point that your marks matter in that interview because they obviously want some good students. Apart from that, your extracurricular activity, if you come from a sport quota, that will also help you to get admission in the course. And speaking skill and how you handle the pressure in front of four professor panel, that will help you get admission in the due particular.
Okay, so the more skilled you are, the more chances will be. Okay. Thank you so much, Maya,
Not
for
it Combination of both your academics and your personality. Not saying that if you have a
extracurricular.
good personality that will be enough, but it will be a balance between both. So I'll say that okay, develop your communication skill, personality, as well as focus on your studies. Both will help you in the journey.
Thank you so much, Bhaiya, for all this. Now, my next question is that how you manage your time. Like you was a founder of this society in particular, mathematics, Ramanujan Mathematics Society. So, how you manage your time since you started your preparation after the fourth semester? I know I have asked this before also, but I want you to elaborate a little more so that it can help us a lot.
So, like one point I would like to make is there. Like at the end of second year when I started wearing, I for the secretary. So, okay, so that pressure was not on me. But apart from that, right? When I started preparing for JAM, definitely it was not a smooth journey because I had to travel a lot. And after that, I used to go to coaching institute for taking the coaching for IIT JAM. At that time, what I used to do is right, like I used to fill my entices wherever possible. Right, we had some gap between lectures, so we used to go to the library and we used to study there. And like I am the kind of student who will sit for like 6 hours and study like that. So but my friend, right, like a group study group definitely helps. I had a study group, my classmates who were preparing for the exam, right? We used to sit together in library. We used to solve the question, help each other out by clearing each other's doubt, right? That definitely helped me a lot. And apart from that, I will say that whenever you feel that you have some gap, right, fill those entices, utilize that time to full extent. If you have some lecture gaps, use that time, go to library, prepare for it, indulge in an activity that refreshes your mind. Not saying that studies is everything. If you freshen up your mind, right, if you feel fresh, you will give more output to yourself, right? You will be more productive. So you can prepare like that and just dedicate. But I will say that use some technique like Pomodoro. Study in with a break of 5 minutes every 25 minutes, and don't stress yourself. But try to study like in overall in a day, right? I will say that study at least 3 to 4 hours for the exam. That will definitely help you.
Okay, a study of 3 to 4 hours is sufficient enough for this particular. So,
Okay,
during
that is
your
enough for I think clear all the exams. So not just one exam, for all the exams.
so Bhaiya, how you maintain to motivate yourself? Like, what was your uh, that helped you throughout this journey?
So motivation, definitely, right? The first thing that comes in mind for motivation, you have to be self-motivated. That's one thing. The second thing is your friend. They matter a lot, right? In what kind of culture you're bringing up yourself, right? So if you have good friends, you will never feel demotivated. They will always motivate you. Okay. And then the third thing, like all our professors were really kind and good to us. They helped us a lot at each phase of our journey. As I mentioned, Rahul sir, Sumit sir, Papu sir, Megha ma'am, all of them always motivated us. There was never a moment where they will discourage us, or like whenever we needed their time, they personally gave us their time. So I think those were enough for me to pass through this hurdle.
Okay, so the friend circle and the teacher's guidance is really important for this journey and to keep ourselves motivated. Thank you so much, Bhaiya, for this particular interview, and I really learned a lot, and I hope that all the viewers who all will be watching this particular video will get to know about their queries, and it will help them. So thank you so much for this interview.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.